in the aviaries and on flying duty, we actually bred. We bred them here at the centre. But occasionally, we get birds given to us, and it's sort of the boss complains about when she was struggling and setting up, taking over the place, he had to pay for everything. Like last year, we had 2 golden eagles given to us, 2 tawny eagles, we had 3 white-tailed sea eagles, and all very nice that we're being given them now, but could have been better if it was early on. Wrasse was also given to us, because basically he's a conscientious objector. He was meant to be a falconry bird. Keep your head still. The hood is on there just to keep him quiet, but obviously he doesn't like this one. Keep your head still. And I know why, because Craig easily flies Wrasse doesn't do the bracing up, which is why he doesn't like you undoing the bracing. Right, this is a Wrasse. Now it's one of those hybrid falcons, a cross between a peregrine and a llama falcon. And he was produced to be a sports model, a falconry bird to go out and use the power and speed of the peregrine and then the intelligence and breaking of the llama. Unfortunately, he was a bit too bright. I mean, he was taken out and sort of shown grouse and partridge to try and catch, and he said, why should I bother? It's too much like hard work. I'll stick with that bloke with a green handbag, he'll feed me. Now, for a hunting bird, that's a useless bird. For us, it's a brilliant bird because he doesn't chase the wildlife. He hopefully concentrates. Oh,
as I'm sure you've gathered, is a golden eagle, somewhat larger than some of the other birds that you've seen fly here on demonstration. Now, you're not going to see a really dramatic, brilliant demonstration from her because this is only her 4th day loose. And she's very, very unfit, and she's not too sure of her own flying powers. And hence she has had a few crash landings in some of the nearby bushes.
Oh dear.
I just hope that she doesn't mistake you for bushes at some stage during the demonstration, otherwise we could have a bit of an accident. So we've got her flying loose. She will fly towards me. She will land on the glove of food. But the next stage that I've got to try and do with her is to build her confidence, build on her flying powers, get her fit, build up her muscles so she can fly really well, and then we will start to get a half decent demonstration if we can. Now she is very, very nervous. And hence the reason why she's sort of trying to be a fruit bat hanging upside down on the way down here.
Down here, the problem is, he knows his way home. As soon as he gets bored, he goes home. So I'll try and get some more eagle owl flying for you. His name's Blotto, and he's a European eagle owl that we bred here at the centre. Not last year or the year before, but the year before that, so he's 3 years old. His ears aren't those things on the top of his head. Just feathers on the top of his head. Yes, they are, sure. His ears are in the same place yours are at the side. But with some of the owls, they're actually at a slightly different level. So not only can owls get distance, they can also estimate, direction, they can also estimate distance. They're designed for flying silently. Now, positively vulgar, this one. Also known as the crested caracara because of the haircut. Now, she's a bit bizarre, and it's directly still with us. They're about 35 years old. Their kidneys are packed up. They've got rheumatism, arthritis. They get migraines. They don't like it cold weather. They don't like it warm weather. But they're still. And in fact, 2 years ago, they didn't bring us or have one baby for us. They had 2 young ladies who she named in the periodic table year, and they're called Fluorine and Chlorine. And in fact, they, because they're brought up together, would be more suitable for a breeding programme. And so we've worked internationally, and I've been and fetched a German boyfriend for one of them, from Frankfurt Zoo. Very soon, the other one is going to get a boyfriend from Wales. We've tracked one down. So fingers crossed they'll carry on breeding. Pandora's a career woman, so she is on flying duty. But that's the problem. We say flying duty, we say flying demonstrations, but perhaps we ought to call it working duty, working demonstrations, or behaviour. Then it looks a bit like SeaWorld and the dolphins, so I'm not putting a spangly boot tube on for anybody. Right. Trying to trip me up. Right, come here. Back here, we're not done yet. We're not that bit yet. Stay here. Right, on your marks, get set, go. Right. If you look at the shape, she's very bizarre, long tail, long legs, long wings that are very wide. To my surprise, some of you to hear that this is actually a relative of the falcons. But what's happened is, that they've imagine on the rocky seashore, pulling out the crabs and the urchins. You can imagine the rainforest. She's just showing off now. See, she can fly brilliantly. We've done the flying bit, love. We're on to the novelty eraser, right? Throw it away. Most birds would ignore it. And Nora brings it back. And not only that, if you notice, she carried the logo in the right way.